What's up, y'all? We are back. It's Mayhem Monday. We are at season 3, episode 1. Let's get into it. Okay, y'all. Sorry for the delay. Me and Miss Dina was talking and got a little distracted. So let me bring her on up so we can get it going in this piece. Hey, boo! Hey! How you doing, baby?
Woo, child. I'm ready. Let's get to it.
No, it wasn't your fault, because even after y'all was done, we was just keying in the background.
And forgot what we were supposed to be doing.
Yeah. I wasn't even doing what I was supposed to be doing. I'm up here talking mess and being wrong. I want to say something to the chat, but this person follows me who I want to say something about, so I can't, because they gonna know it's about them, and I don't want them to know something about them that I'm thinking about. Hey, Vivi!
Look, girl, I zoned out. That ain't got too complicated.
Yeah, let me just shut up. Nah, I was, like I said, kicking in the background, but I'm here. Alexa, turn light white.
You need to tell Alexa to turn that dang alarm off.
I'm gonna have to figure it out.
I told you what to do. You don't listen to me.
I told you.
And everybody else.
I tried.
I'm just invisible.
I tried. I told you I tried, but because I had to put the app back on my phone, and it didn't show nothing like that of how to get to.
Did you reset the Alexa back to factory settings?
You mean on the Alexa itself?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I don't know. Shenanigans, mama love shenanigans. Let's
get over here to Sons of Anarchy, because y'all don't listen to me. Y'all don't listen to me.
We do listen. We listen. Okay? We love you and we listen. Okay, let's just get to it, because it is a very, very sad time for Jax. Okay?
Right.
Now, as fine as he look right here, he is just so sad. And when I remember when I first saw him appear for this season, I was like, oh dear Lord, it's gonna be a good season. That I just love him at this point. Anywho, so as we know, Jax is upset, sad, depressed, and everything because Cameron has stolen, kidnapped Abel, and he has no idea where neither of them are, and he has just been in the phones the whole time. So the episode starts off showing him just sitting in Abel's room with a bottle of vodka, smoking his cigarettes, and just in front of his crib, just in despair, not knowing what to do. And now you see Gemma, who's on the lam because of what she... My mic is a little staticky. Maybe I'm too loud. See, I don't even got my microphone. Am I still staticky?
A little bit.
Okay. I'm going to work on it. I don't know what to do. Okay, let me turn my mic down a little bit. That's the first time I've ever been staticky.
It's like, like when you're in the car and you got the bass turned all the way up and it sounds a little staticky.
Audio. Maybe I'll just turn it down a skosh.
I don't know. I don't know. We'll fix it later. Go ahead. It's not.
Okay. So, okay. This was odd to me because I didn't realize until watching it this time and after this moment. This whole entire time the show has been going on, I still got Love and Marriage Huntsville in the corner. This whole entire time this show has been going on, Tara and Clay have never had any scenes together or interaction before. Can you recall any?
Just like at the house or the club.
Period. I don't recall them, period. But anyway, so today is the day that Tara has to talk to the stank hoe Stall and give her side of what went down when Cameron took Abel. And she's asking Clay, what should she tell him? Clay's like, be as true and keep to the truth as possible. Just keep out the fact of our dealings with Cameron. They already know he's ATF, already know he's IRA, whatever.
Right.
So she's asking him what to do. And that whole time, this was so depressing. This is really a brotherhood. And this is really a family. Because without anything, they came and got their boy.
Right.
Got him
they
up.
knew he was going through it.
Because he was going through it. And they got tired of it. Clay's like, hey, let's go. And they went and got them all together. And that's really a freaking family right there. Okay, now my freaking laptop wants to start dying. We're going to fix that real quick. Boom. Okay, let me get the notes out so we can get through this. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, I totally messed up. We are, in fact, on the third season, and this is the first episode of the third season of the series and the 27th episode overall, y'all. Okay. This episode was written by Kurt Sutter, directed by Stephen T.K. The air date of this episode was September 10th, 2010. Damn. Wow. So the synopsis is the aftermath of Abel's kidnapping and Half-Sack's death has the sons reeling, especially Jax. Gemma, who was still on the lam, gets hit with some unexpected news from her past. A shocking event unravels at Half-Sack's funeral, creating another enemy for Sam Crow. And of course, because Sam Crow has to create another enemy every freaking season.
Right. They just can't y'all be nice to nobody? Can't y'all go out in the streets and play nice?
No, they can't. I'm trying to think. Is there ever a playful time? They have like their playful moments, but there's never been a playful time. The only time I can really think of when there was like a playful moment, I think it's next. Yeah, it's next season. It's definitely not this season, but next season is when I don't remember what these guys did, but the sons end up meeting up with them. And they had to apologize for their behavior. And they got, and I don't know if Bobby whooped them or something, but that was a playful moment. I think that was the like one and only time I felt that way. You don't get that in this show. So, anyways, plot is in the aftermath of Abel's kidnapping and Half-Sack's death, Jack sits motionless in his son's nursery, drinking and smoking. Tara sits in the kitchen. The floor was still stained from Half-Sack's blood. A restless Gemma sits alone in a small motel room and contemplates her situation while Tig and several sons stand guard outside. Sullen Clay waits in the Sam Crow Chapel for any news on his missing grandson. Bobby enters the chapel. He tells Clay that Leroy called with news. He found the guy. Quote. They say Gemma still hasn't been told about Abel, and as the news of kidnapping hasn't hit the papers yet, so they should be able to continue to keep it from her for now. Clay, Opie, and Bobby and others go collect Jax, as we just seen here. They tell him they have a lead on the guy who provided Cameron with the fake IDs. So they already into swing in motion.
Right.
Hi, Too Cold. Nice to see you. Yes, this is a very, very painful episode. I do not like it at all. It's very sad. So, what do we got here? So the next that happened was this part. Now, I had mixed feelings about this part, but I want to know how you felt because this I have a different perspective of Tara this watching it this season, this time around, I mean. But how did you feel about this scene? Because I don't know who is the one I want to choke in this scene.
Well, here's my whole thing. So, like, yeah, everybody knows what they signed up for and everything, right? So it's kind of like, dude, you wanted her here. She wanted to be here. Now, I think he could have explained it better. You know what I'm saying? As far as, like wanting her to move around. You know what I'm saying? So she don't get hurt right now in the moment. But at the same time, I was kind of like, dude, come on now. You already know what time it is over here. So I don't know. I was just feeling some type of way, like, I don't know.
You see, I see it as okay, if I was Tara, I would think that he blames me at this moment. And she asked him, do you blame me? Do you think, whatever? Am I to blame for all of this happening? And he said no. But then in the next breath, he went into saying how we shouldn't be together. You should have never came back. What we did with Cohen should have been the last of it. You need to just go. And you could see how heartbroken she was. And she was trying to talk to him and level with him like, look, I belong here. I feel right with you. Not any other time have I felt right or whatever. So she's trying to grasp onto him right now, I feel. And he is totally dismissing her.
Well, I feel like this. Hurt people hurt people. So he is hurting right now, and he probably feels like that he's going to get her hurt some more, or he is indirectly trying to hurt her feelings so that she will leave on her own. So again, hurt people hurt people.
Yeah. I just felt like
He could be feeling guilty too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I felt that's what he was trying to make it seem like at first when he started off with her.
I just don't think he got his words right.
He was making it his fault at first, but then it was something completely different.
Right.
And after he left, she went wild.
She didn't tore up the nursery.
That nursery the up. She went ham in there. Hard than a mother. For real. She knocked down the whole freaking dresser, the stand that stuff goes on, the little knickknacks. Girl, everything was on the floor.
She was tearing up some shit.
I was like, sheesh. Maybe she do love him, okay? Because she wouldn't have been that mad if she didn't. Maybe she really did want to be there.
I think she does, and I like I said, I honestly feel like, I think he thinks that everybody that's around him getting hurt because of him or his decisions. You know what I'm saying? All the death and dismay that's coming around to the, Donna, you know what I'm saying? Abe got kidnapped. Jimmy got set up. You know what I'm saying? So he might be like, girl, you need to get out of Dodge because everybody around me is going down some way or another. That's what I think.
I agree. I can fuck with that. So Gemma, as she's just on the lam and up in this small little crazy motel room, and you can tell
it's Motel 6-ish.
Right. And she's eating like shit. I mean, you can see the wrappers that's on the table on the dresser, like she ain't had a good meal in God knows how long. And now she's looking in the paper and she sees something. And so she goes to Tig and she's like, she needs to go see him. And at this point, we don't know who him is. And of course, Tig is telling her, like, yo, chick, you can't take your ass nowhere.
Right.
You better stay
You want
right
it
here.
everywhere.
Like, what you trying to do? Jax was giving her an out and letting her know, biatch, this ain't about you. Go away, Tara. Dang, go home, Roger.
She should have left then, and then her hand wouldn't have got messed up.
And that's what I always go to think about. All the time she could have left, but you stayed, and look what happened to you. And then what happened to you after your hand? You went back still.
Right.
And then you're like, oh, you ain't had enough? Okay. Shink. Okay. Got you. Now look at you. Look at you. Look at you. Tara ain't got nowhere else to go. And yeah, she's too far deep in it now. Where else would she go? She don't start to being a mama to Abel. You know, poor Wendy ain't got no kickings or to do with him. So she done became a mama to Abel. You know, she done became the freaking private nurse, doctor, healer, you know, for the club. You know, so
she ain't got no family.
Yep. Ain't nobody miss you like that. You ain't got no other kids. So where are you going? You know, you want to go back to where you came from, where all that was going, and you gonna remember that, and they gonna be like, where going? And then you gonna have to answer about that all the time, and then that's gonna be looking over a ghost over your shoulder.
Right.
So of course, why not? Jack can protect her. She good. All she gotta do is deal with the bitch mom. And look how well that worked out for her.
Well, I'd rather be like Wendy and smoke heroin or inject heroin than be like than have to be cool with Gemma.
Damn. So the sons go and meet up with the guy who did the fake IDs, and they call him Mr. Magoo. And now I'm looking at him. This is, first of all, I know him from Martin. He was Martin's white co-host in the radio station.
Oh, for real? I didn't even pay attention.
Mm-hmm. But now he's very popular on the show, The White Lotus. That's a good show. You want to binge watch a new show? There's only been 2 seasons so far, and it like struck gold this past season. And
okay,
like,
as soon as I finish watching Wu-Tang Clan, which I'm already into season 3, I'm gonna check it out.
It's what's up. It's really good. It's different. Oh, Hale. Oh. So Hale and his brother Jake tell him he needs his support because he's going to go forward with mayor and whatever the hell he's running for. And he needs the sheriff in his corner. And that's Hale cleaning up because he's about a week away from getting his promotion to chief. And so... and would be also a week away from Unser being able to finally fucking retire.
Right.
But yes, but we already know how that goes. So all that Mr. Magoo could give them was that no, the baby was not with him. He came by himself, so forth and so on. I gave him fake IDs to get out, whatever. And so Jackson's just been really good about just getting the information and just leaving the people alone, doing whatever, going to the next step. Like he finally got his together and he is trying to get able. Yes, what, baby? So he tells him about the boat, at the marina, whatever. And they go to the marina and they go to the boat. They found the boat. And on the boat, they found the hat. Now, I got scared when I saw this scene. I thought the worst for Abel. What was you feeling?
The first time I watched it.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. The first time I was like, you low down dirty dog. I was like, there's a special place in hell for people like him.
For real. I was really like, really the hat. Like, that's so symbolic to leave behind the hat. And that was messed up. So, did you feel it was necessary for Clay to take the hat away from Jax? Because he said, well, I'll give it back to you when we find him, because we're gonna.
Yeah, I think so because I think that Jackson's mind would have went, and down that rabbit hole of the endless possibilities of why the hat's there and he's not. Plus, he didn't take um the baby when he went and got the paperwork, so nobody saw him with the baby. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I do feel like that was
Yeah.
he was playing with Jack's emotions.
But I'm trying to figure out, where did he have the baby stashed when he was doing all that other stuff? For real. Where do you stash a kidnapped baby? I know you ain't asked nobody else to watch this kid. Watch this kid I stole for a second while I go make some fake IDs. No. Where you have the baby the whole time? It's
Mm-hmm.
just ghost question. But yeah, I felt that it was a big thing for him to take away, but it was definitely necessary because Jack was in his own little world. He didn't even see when the home dudes had rolled up at the top, rolled up at the marina
Yep.
at first. He was off looking into the sunset, into the
He was in
water,
his own
into this.
zone.
He was not together. I thought it was a fake out to make Jax think he was unalive. And that's possible. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Like, so many things went through my head. But the first one was like, they better not done nothing to that baby. So the sons end up chasing the men that ended up showing them at the marina. And they end up just running into a whole gang bang of ninjas with guns blazing. Like, they all look, especially the one in the front with all the black on, he looked like he just popped a nigga. I'm just saying. But
Looking like he just got out of prison 5 minutes ago.
5 minutes ago, yes, Clay gave Jax motivation to find his son. And see, and that's where I'm like, shoot, what? I don't remember what happened for things to go left between Jax and Clay again. So I can't wait till we get to that moment where I'll be like, aha.
Because Clay was
Because I
being
don't
shady.
remember. Because all I remember is that Clay went rogue, but I don't remember what
Making
was
shady deals.
shoot. I just don't remember all of it. I just can't wait to get to that point again. Oh.
Yeah, just like he was doing before, except it was worse. He was making them shady deals behind the club's back.
Well, yeah, that went right along side by side with that's what I'm saying. Why did he start doing that when he got his own crew and started doing whatever, and they ended up unaliving what you call his wife, pregnant wife.
I don't know, but I just know Clay was on some BS, and he was threatening people because, well, anyways, we'll get there when we get there. But yeah, he was on some BS.
So after they run into the whole gang of crew, and they let him know, he let them know what was going on, what he was looking for and everything. And they was like, oh no, we don't know nothing about that. They couldn't help him as much either. Just the fact that he said they needed some cash, he sold some guns and all that stuff. And that was that. So after that, Jax just went riding solo by himself, and he ended up at JT's grave. And he meets Piney right there, because Piney is getting a hole together for Half Sack. And I'm like, dang, Piney doing this by himself? Didn't nobody else care?
Well, everybody else is looking for the baby.
But damn.
Or watching Gemma.
True. But dang, why he doing it just by himself? I guess he could, but Shoot. I mean, Piney needs to sit his ass down. He don't need to be doing nothing but probably telling people what to do, tailgating at the most. I'm just saying. He needed some help. So they exchange words, and he just tries to sympathize with him and gives Jax words of encouragement because, he, to me, Piney was Jax's father figure. And I will continue to say that because it was never Clay.
Right.
It was always Piney. He always tried to speak JT back into Jax whenever Jax was going off the end. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, when was the last time we seen Jax reading the manuscript? Last time we saw that manuscript was when Opie was reading it.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't seen it since. So that's why I wanted to always pay attention to when Jax had the manuscript, because now I'm seeing he hasn't had in like 3 episodes. It hasn't been a thing. So, and I don't remember much of it this season at all, especially when they go to Scotland, wherever the Irish. So yeah. So yeah, and he just looks so sad and beat up again.
Yeah.
He doesn't get this sad again until the final season, I feel. Well, and when he loses Opie. But not the final season, but the 5th and 6th season, when he lost Tara, which was, final season, because he was corrupt that season because of it. Ooh, that's going to be a trigger warning sign every episode when we get there.
Right.
Okay. So where are we at? We got this. You know what? Tara got
this
a bitch face, and I never really realized it until this angle when I caught this seal.
You said what?
Tara got a strong face.
Man, well, at least she ain't the pink Grinch.
The pink Grinch. Damn, the pink Grinch. Really, Tina?
I mean, her face is all smushed in, looking like the Grinch. And I mean, you know what you should do? Take a picture of her and put it next to the Grinch, and y'all tell me.
Oh God. You're terrible, Mariel.
Man, she the Grinch's mama or something.
You know what? That'd be wild to see. Maybe they could do like an early Grinch, baby Grinch, growing up. And
she would be the mama. All they gotta do
good movie.
is,
you still talking about she could be the character.
Look, all she got to do is she can be pink, and then they find him a daddy pink. No. She gotta be yellow and he gotta be blue, because yellow and blue make green. So that's what we do. Yep. She can be yellow Grinch, and we'll get him a blue Grinch Smurf daddy, and then make a movie.
So after crying Jackson, we see these two talking. Tara don't give up nothing. She sure didn't. She didn't give them nothing they wanted. She said what she needs to say, that Clay told her to, and that was that. And when they was walking outside, you know what? That pissed me off. After she had interrogated Tara, she follows her outside the precinct.
She's fucked up in the head.
Still. I'm like, you bitch. Leave her alone.
She uses these bullying tactics.
She is the epitome of a bully. That's all she did. That she is a bully.
Yep.
Oh, like is it her? Does she meet the Reaper next season?
I don't know, but I mean, I'm so glad this is fake, because I don't wish death on real people. But her and Holly from Power, I couldn't wait for them to go.
Oh my. Well, shit.
But these is TV characters, so you know.
I didn't watch Power a lot, so I don't know who Holly is. I wish I knew the way you're talking about her, because now if you put anybody against side by side compared to Stall, I need to know who this bitch is. Seriously. Fuck. Okay, let's go back to the plot. So Piney, we see, who was sitting at the cemetery, making arrangements for Half Sack's hole, finds Jax and offers a sympathetic ear. Jax says he's struggling to find balance between his family and the club. Piney assures him that, like JT, he's loyal and decent and loves the right things. At the PD, Tara gives her statement to Agent Stahl and Estevez. As Clay instructed, she only shares whatever this word is, pertinent, there we go, thank you, details. Outside the PD, Stahl continues to interrogate Tara. But Tara did stick up for herself. She stuck to the story and she stands her ground. Stahl turns her attention to Clay. But what's funny was when she did turn her attention to Clay, she was like, I'll give it to Gemma. Your old lady, she trains them well. I'm like, you bitch. But first of all, she do train them well. You got to give that to Gemma. She do train them well. She and Tara didn't even like each other, but she got Tara together, know how to act right. She taught her how to act like a real old lady. That is
true. But like everybody has a love-hate relationship with Gemma, because one minute she could be sweet as pie, and the next minute she'll slit your throat.
True. It's like she does the right things for the right reason, or she does the wrong things for the right reasons. Yes. She does the wrong things for the right reason. And no one really ever knows her reason, where she's coming from. And half the time she don't even know that her reason ain't the right reason. And that's what messes up her a lot too. Like as she teaches or tries to teach other girls to be an old lady, she steps outside of her old lady. And I'm like, dang, is you about to sit at the chapel? You want to sit at the table? You about to be up in church with them? Like, is you a son? Shoot. All right, where's your cut? I'm just trying to figure out. Like, sometimes she act like she really part of the crew. Like, you's an old lady. Remember that. You're the matriarch and everyone loves you. But you are not them. You do not ride. And if you don't ride, shut the up. Period. Those are the rules. Holly wasn't as bad as Lala. I was happy when Lala was unalive. Layla. Wait.
Yeah, it's Lala.
Who's Lala? Are y'all talking about some shit I don't know about?
Right. We gonna get you there though.
See, I haven't watched any Power since.
Okay, girl, you got 6 seasons of regular Power, and then we'll move on to the rest, honey. You got time.
I'm saying, no, I haven't watched any Power since the daughter died. Ghost's daughter died. Was that like season 3? Sorry.
2 or 3.
I think it's 3. Or yeah. Because after she died, I started watching the last season. I think I did the season after that. But after that, I don't know what is going on. I just couldn't tell you point blank. Anywho, moving right along. So after Tara interrogated and she feels all bad and shit, she goes home. Like, she was supposed to have left. Like, why would you even come? After she fucked up that room, that nursery, the way she did, you have the nerve to show your face? Like, why did you even come back? If you did all of that just to come back? I just didn't understand that. But she comes back and she's telling Jax all of this stuff, and they make up and they realize, oh yeah, we do deserve to be together. She talks all this stuff of people who need to be together are the better people when they're with the people they're supposed to be with, and this whole lullaby that she had singing and pulling his strings. My baby, they should make a show about the old ladies and crow eaters. Yes. They
that
really
would be interesting.
It would be. Okay. Yeah, so we do got a way to go. Dang. Like, we got to deal with her that much more. Oh, yeah, because we still got to see her set up her girlfriend. Because remember, I told you I had asked her what her favorite scene was. And she said that was her favorite scene when she set up her girlfriend and killed her girlfriend. Lord Jesus. Like, you got to be a sick one, Allie Walker, if that was your favorite scene. Just saying. So this is weird to me. And this whole thing is still kind of fuzzy to me. I forget, but do she end up unaliving the nanny at some point or no?
Well, I'm still watching. So she did something to the girl, and Tara
That's
came.
the girl. No. Okay. Is that the girl that Gemma and Tara end up unaliving together?
Maybe.
I want to say that is. I think it is.
Yeah, because they got her strapped to a wheelchair in the basement now.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
And I think she tried to do something to Tara, and I think they accidentally unalived her.
Yeah, it was an accident when they purposely dismember or get rid of her body or something.
Accidentally on purpose.
And I remember, because Jax was mad when he found out what they had did. Because he had left to go do something and he came back and all of this had happened. It was like another Jesus Christ moment for him. But he was mad. But I was like, oh, mother-daughter bonding. Like, that's how y'all bond? No. Yep. But don't they all... No, they just whoop her ass. And that was Nero's business partner or whatever the hell she was. Oh, I can't wait till we get to Nero comes. I love it when Nero gets here. But yeah, let me read the plot of this bitch real quick. Let me get to this part because this bitch here. Okay, back at home, Jax and Tara continue their discussion from earlier. Each concludes they are better off with the other in their life. We're just better human beings when we're with the person we're supposed to be with. Yeah. That night, Gemma and Tig arrive at their destination. Tig wonders if they should have called first. But Gemma says he never answers the phone. That was her job. So Gemma rings the doorbell. A woman, Amelia, that's her name, answers. A man's voice is heard from the other room. Gemma introduces herself to Amelia as his daughter. Amelia says she is his live-in caregiver, hired by Gemma's mother about 6 months ago because Gemma's mom got sick of doing it. Basically, she said she couldn't take it anymore. Basically, she got sick of taking care of him.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be real. We can call a spade a spade. That's what we're going to do.
Well, she was old and tired too.
Right. So Gemma asks if her father knows Rose died. Oh, yeah, Rose died. Amelia responds that some folks from church tried to tell him, but trauma like that usually sends him deeper into dementia. So now we're finding out that, yes, that is her father that she's come to see, and he has dementia. And so I don't know what... So I still don't understand what she's seen in the paper that made him know that he needed her.
She didn't. What she saw in the paper, I thought she saw the article about Half Sack in the paper, and that they went to her daddy's house because they needed somewhere to go that wasn't looking for her because she stabbed the dude in the nuts.
No, because remember when she read the paper, she was like, he needs me.
But I thought she was talking about Clay needed her because of Half Sack.
See, now I'm confused. Maybe you're right. Shit.
But I mean, didn't she know her mama died already?
Well, yeah, because when she asked Amelia, does she know that Rose
so
died?
that wasn't in the paper. So yeah,
so that wasn't it. Because at first I was like, oh, maybe her mom's obituary, but no, that happened 6 months ago. I know she ain't reading an old paper,
right?
So I don't know. I really can't figure it out. Tara wasn't watching her correctly, and she got free. Oh, yep. There you go. There it is. Yep. She slipped away like a slithery bitch. Haha. So Clay is trying to get everyone together. He wants, like, basically calling on cards to help get things in order to help find Abel. So look who steps on the scene. Now we know that Tig is, guarding and taking care of Gemma. So Clay was able to sneak Kozik up in here and let him have a little fun with them for a while. Basically use them up, and you know how they gonna do. What did the plot say about this part? So yeah, Millie responds, some folks from blah 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 blah. You'll never get. Oh yeah, so when Gemma's dad, when he's calling out, yeah, let's go back for a soak moment. He's calling out to Rosie, like he don't even know. He's like, Rosie, you'll never guess who's here. And I felt so sorry. I was like, oh, like he really don't know. And so I've never been in the company of anyone with dementia before. Have you? Mic off. Your mic's still off. Dina, your mic off. I said it like 5 times.
Oh, my bad. I was talking. No, but like, sometimes they're like stuck in a different year, or a good time in their head, and then they mix up people's names, and
Yeah. Okay, so Nate begins calling for Rose, saying you'll never guess who's here at the funeral home. The members of various Sam Crow charters of half sex. Yep. And that's also why he's in town. So this was a crazy
who
part
is
here.
this guy? I don't. Who is he?
Who is who?
The new guy, or
He's
new old guy, whoever he
yeah,
is.
he's the old he was the old guy who forgot what he did wrong, but he got beef too with someone in the crew. I don't know if it was Tig again, because Tig seems to have problems with.
Yeah, him. Who is that?
Yeah, he was part of the crew, and I forget what his story was, but he's not really liked amongst anymore. Baby, what's the story with him? I can't remember. I am a little bit too blowed right now. So anyway, that casket is dope. They really laid half sex to rest out the right way. I'm like the picture of him down in the corner when he served. I'm like, oh, little half sack. Is that really him? But I think it really is him. And then you see Tara, who is, breaking down at the casket because shoot, he basically, saved her life, gave her, put his life out on the line for her and, the baby. Little, that the freaking freak show was gonna run off with him, but hey, he he gave his all, and I feel it's unfortunate that Half Sack did not get to be patched in before he passed. That was very unfortunate,
Yeah,
and
that
I
was
just
sad.
feel, yeah, that's just sad. Like he had went through enough. His procedure was rejected. He was feeling down and out. He lost his girl. You know what I'm saying? She had to leave because she had warrants and stuff. And we about to catch up with her because
Yeah,
now
and you
they
sure don't want that type of heat on the
right.
club.
So it's like, and she doesn't even, well, she knows, but when she meets Gemma, we see that they have that whole thing in Belfast when they get to Belfast. So yeah, this is at some point they do go to Belfast this season, right?
I think so.
Yep. Huh. Well, at least we know the baby is alive.
Amen.
But this asshole right here, Cameron, Tig don't like him. He's a F up. Yeah. 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 Wait. Yeah, he had did some shit. Yep. I can't remember, but it was another Tig situation. See, I knew it was another Tig. Tig got issues with a lot of people. You don't
I was
really.
just about to say Tig don't like nobody.
He's a very different soul. So I guess you got to be a certain type of somebody for Tig to like you, because I mean Tig is Tig. Tig is Tig. Okay. So yeah, Sam Crow Trotters gather at Half Sack's wake. Unser, Hale, several other deputies are there too. Clay, Bobby, and some of the sons discuss the need to grow their ranks. SOA brother Kozik says he's interested in getting a transfer from Tacoma to Charming. The others are mindful of Kozik's ongoing feud with Tig, but Clay says he'll make it happen. Now that's where another thing. You know your right hand man don't like this dude. So you just don't give a care about Tig's feelings at this point. Like, he just got done dealing with what you call it. Now you about to bring him back up in here and start some mess? Like, but Clay knew that wasn't going to happen. That's one thing. He knew that was never going to happen, because that's why he rolled his eyes afterwards. So anyway, standing before the black Sam Crow coffin, Clay tells Jax what happens in Charming sets the tone for every charter. He says the other brothers respect you and understand your grief, but insists they're also wondering what you're going to do with that grief. He says, Clay tells Jax he needs to make the hard choice. Either Abel is dead and you want revenge, or he's alive and you would sacrifice for him. So then that's when it cuts to Cameron. So at night in Belfast, that's where Cameron has ended up taking the baby. Cameron crosses the street with baby Abel in his arm. He approaches a building. First of all, I ain't got a picture, but all of them goddamn steps to go up to that building, I don't trust them steps. It was dark. There was not even no light. And the way he was going up them steps with that baby, like, dude, you got a whole entire baby in your hand. Slow down.
Right, he was running up them steps like he had a football.
Right, like 10 hut, go. He had, cause the way he was just holding it, like it was no comfort. I know the baby felt no comfort at all whatsoever. Thank God it was a fake baby, because there's no way that was a real baby he had in his hands going up them stairs. So anyway, at night in Belfast, Cameron cuts across the street, approaches the building, knocks on the door. A woman that we later find out her name is Maureen. We'll get to who she is later on. Woo! Answers the door. Despite her shock and a bit of fear at seeing Cameron, she lets him and the baby in, and she closes the door as she looks to see if her visitor was observed by anyone else. Gemma and her father watch TV together. Then they cut to that. See, I don't want to go too far, but I don't even got pictures of that. So yeah, so Gemma and her father. So then it cuts to Gemma and her father watching TV together. He puts his hand on her head and she puts her hand in his knee. She feels like she's at home, comforted, protected. She ain't felt this since she left, obviously. She ain't seen Clay since she left, obviously. Question, where was Opie during all of this? I don't remember if he was there. He was there because when my song starts playing, Dad's Gonna Kill Me. Remember when the sons are walking out and Opie goes to hug Layla. I think I even got a picture of it. Hold on. Yep, I do, because I ended up showing it. See? There he goes approaching her. So yeah, he was there. He was there. So on to my favorite scene. I told y'all I couldn't wait for this scene. I love this scene for a number of reasons. First of all, the song. I love the song. It's one of the songs I listen to when I'm getting ready for the Suns live. See, when I come home, y'all, I get pumped up to go live and do this. I start listening to music from the soundtrack from the series, and I get it going. So anyway, so this song is playing. This is one of the reasons why this is one of my favorite scenes. Another one was because I don't know if something is wrong with me and my brain. Please let me know if you have the situation. But I was completely turned on the way Jax pounded that man's head.
Okay, yes, we're going to get you some help.
I'm sorry.
We are definitely going to get you some help. Yeah, I'm going to find that 800 number for you.
I'm sorry. But it was just something about the way he was doing that. It's just his aggression. Like, I would not mind make-up sex with him, really. Because I know it is amazing.
Oh, Lord.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Woo, child. Okay, come on.
I'm sorry. But anyway, nonetheless, so after Have Sex Wake, all the guys are walking out. You know, a couple of other charters and stuff are there. And it's dark out. They're just outside in this public viewing in front of the, grave or whatever. And Hale's there, Unce is there, Jake is there. I don't know why Jake is there. Why is Jake there? I don't know. Why is Jake up there? I don't know. But as everyone's gathering and the boys are coming out through, here comes some van.
Right.
Who got a mask on. They slide open the van door and they just get the it's just automatic, just weapons going off everywhere. And I'm like, dang. So all the men start taking cover for the women and the children. You see, who all got shot? Who got shot in the arm? Chucky got shot in the arm.
Who? What's the hand?
Chucky got shot in the arm.
Who?
And then a little boy got shot, and he looked like he did not make it.
Right.
And that was like, ooh. So at some point, one of the dudes, how did a dude fall out the van? How you fall out the van? The van was going straight.
Did he get shot and fell out the van? Or they hit that corner?
No, he didn't look like he was shot at all. Let me see what it say on the plot if he was shot out the van. Okay, a silver panel van slowly rolls past. The driver wears a black balaclava. I've never heard that word before in my life, and I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Suddenly, the van's door slides open, and automatic weapons begin to fire on the crowd of mourners. Everyone begins to scramble. The men push the women and the children to the ground. Unser opens fire on the van, hitting the windshield. One of the gunmen falls from the van. I guess when the windshield was hit and one of them fell out. That's how it happened. Because, he didn't look wounded at all. So, one of the gunmen falls from the van, which accelerates toward Deputy Chief Hale.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think he's coming back from that.
Nah, he ain't coming back from that. Sorry, I should have put a trigger warning. And I ain't gonna put that picture back up. There was just brain matter just oozing everywhere. You could tell it was instant. It was one and done for him.
Yeah.
It was done when the first fire went over him. And that was very unfortunate. So you see Hale running up to him. You see Unser running up to him. And that's when you get the close-up. So it's very terrifying. But everything goes in slow motion at this point. And that's when Jax is looking around, Clay's looking around, everybody's looking around. And Jax looks and he sees this mother with her son crying and she was her son in her arms. She is crying hysterical. Now, mind you, right before that, Clay told him, like, we know you got all this anger and all that stuff, but all these fellas behind you are wondering what you about to do with this anger. So I'm thinking, in my head, Jax has that in his brain. And then now he sees this little boy lifeless in his mother's arms, who will probably have to bury him.
Mm.
And Jax snapped.
Yep, he
Something
did.
clicked and he snapped. It was a click and a snap. And he just went ham. He ran over to them like, the way he pushed the police out the way. I'm
Right.
like,
He gave zero.
he
He gave zeros.
They got guns on this man. Like, they could have easily turned it on you, bruh. But he pushed them out the way, and he just get to bashing this man's skull into the cement. His face, his head, his everything. This man's life will never be the same. Period. He will never be the same. Period. And I'm like, oh my goodness, what is happening? You see Tara looking. But I ain't gonna lie, Tara looked like she was a little satisfied too. Like she might have been a little turned on too. I'm just saying. Maybe I saw that because I see that in me. I'm just saying. I can't be the only one. I'm just saying. That I can't be the only one. Look at him. Come on.
Yeah, he went cray.
But look at the top how he pushed him out the way and he just started beating him up. Like, okay. And that is how that episode ended with that. And this is one of my favorite scenes of the series, y'all. I just love it. I'm sorry. I just do. I just can't help it. Call me sick and sadistic. But I watch Sons of Anarchy. When you watch Sons of Anarchy, you tend to
you got to get into the whole scheme of everything. You know what I'm saying? Because
right?
there's a couple times I had to turn my head like, "Ooh, that's a lot." But you know, for the most part, they get down through there.
I mean, Kurt writes like a genius, a sadistic genius, and that's what I call him. He is a sadistic genius. So I just can't help but just love everything. And it's like, and I know you had to have seen the preview or trailer or promo for Mayans because they it came on when Snowfall was on last week. So
I did see it. And it's their final season.
Yes. And it's about to be ruthless, they say. It's about to be some ish. So it's about to be a game changer. So that does it for this episode. Let me finish off. So the van plows into Chief Hale and runs him over before speeding off. Unser races to his deputy. Hale was killed instantly, and his head was crushed with brain matter leaking out. That's just gross. Jax and Clay look around as the chaotic scene. Several innocents are wounded and bleeding. Deputies have the fallen shooter at gunpoint and force him to the ground. Jax approaches. He pushes his way past the police and begins to repeatedly bash the man's head against the pavement until Opie and Bobby pull him away. Like, yeah. And so it says here, I love this thing that I find this information on. It tells you all the stuff that I read about, and it lets you know the deaths. Like it says, the unknown number, plane crash in Rogue River, unnamed child shot in the crossfire. So yes, he ended up passing. So yep, the child did in the crossfires, and Dave Hale run down by the Calavera's van of Has Sex Wait. And then it talks about like the church meeting and what happened in the church meeting. It gives the credits, the main cast, the supporting cast, the special guest stars.
They telling all the business.
Yeah. And the regular guest stars, the co-stars. Like, it's just endless. And the featured music. So Dad's Gonna Kill Me is by a man named Richard Thompson. Now, if you go to look up who Richard Thompson is and what he looked like, I'm like, I cannot believe I'm listening to a song by this man. What is wrong with me? Who is this dude? Kurt is an amazing writer. Too bad as SOA is brought back. Kurt will not be a part of the writing team. Now, here's my thought, though, BB. Since Kurt was fired, there has been a little bit of a cleanup in Disney. So I'm wondering, hoping maybe the assholes who felt some type of way about the joke that was made about Mickey Mouse, a fictional character. Anywho, you would think if they're gone, maybe they will let Kurt come back, because I know that Charlie can do whatever he wants. But if I was Charlie, I wouldn't want to come back and do the show if Kurt wasn't writing it. I could not do that without Kurt. No, I wouldn't. It's not going to be the same. I still want to know how would the second season have really ended was the first or second season had ended after Kurt was fired. How would it have really ended? Because did we ever find out who was the dead son on the floor? So, season 1, at the end of season 1 or 2, in the Mayans, they go to someplace at the Mayans clubhouse, whatever, and there was a shootout, and there ended up being a dead son that was unalived in the club, and we never got word of who that was, and it's just crazy. So that's my whole thing about that. But I really would hope that one day in the future you will watch it, because I know there's so many things to watch. But girl, it's worth it. But y'all know I will be reviewing that when it do come back for the final season. So what do we have next week?
We have Baddies West tomorrow. I believe they they still got episodes coming. And then I got Snowfall on Thursday.
I need to know when you'll be dropping it, because I missed the last 2 and I had things to say in the chat, and I was
it'll be Thursday at 7, 8 your time.
Okay, that's cool. And we got Baddies tomorrow.
Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Oh, Love and Marriage Huntsville Saturday on Sunday. You say it's Saturday still. Comes on Saturday. We review it on Sunday. Okay. And just so everyone knows, I made the decision that after Sons is over, I want to keep the thing going of doing a very old show before commentators started commentating on it. And I decided I'm going to do freaking Flavor of Love.
And you can get it on, you can watch it on Tubi.
It's on Tubi?
Yeah.
Okay. It's on Tubi. So, but that'll be after we wrap up Sons, of course. So that'll be a new direction.
We'll be doing that for another 5 years.
Matt says she wants to join that. So that will be interesting, because I can't wait to see what Matt think of these heifers, because Matt is, feels she is so above these type of women.
Too funny.
That's Sophia, so funny. I'm gonna need a drink every night for that one.
Girl.
Shoot. Okay, well, please let everyone know where they can find you, Sugar Pie.
Okay, so I'm Dina, aka Christina, on Facebook. Well, no, not Facebook, Instagram and Twitter and YouTube. And then it's the Christina Moore on Facebook.
Yeah, you ended up dropping the More? I haven't even noticed.
No, on Facebook. I've been dropped the More on the socials because it was just too long.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I told you, I was like, you just be Dina, aka Christina. It got a ring to it. But so y'all make sure y'all check us out on all the other things we're doing and all our other platforms and our other channels. My other channel, CORQ Weight Loss Journey. Yes, I know I still have to do a update for my 2 month post, but this is Kamisha's Review Crew. And if you want to be a commentator or you ever thinking about it and you need someone to help you get started, Kamisha is the one to go to, our mentor. So get with her and you get more than what you pay for it with her. Yes, baby. Yes, honey. And BB, always thank you to you. You are like the loyalist.
She is dedicated to coming through and showing support.
Here
and
we
be clocking
in. Coming to the chat. You are a wonderful, wonderful person, and we really love when we see you.
Man, let me tell you, BB be clocking in like for work. He ain't never late.
We like your violence you be choosing. But you be choosing that violence, girl. You be choosing that violence. But y'all, fingers crossed that this really does happen. Charlie has stated that the Sons of Anarchy character, Jack Taylor, is set to return. So that means it's set to return, meaning it's a done deal, right?
Well, what if he just pops up on one of the last episodes of the Mayans?
How? He's dead.
Did we see a funeral?
No.
Did we see a body?
No. Kurt.
Nobody. Look, like what Cardi say? No face, no case. No body, no death.
No, Kurt has made it clear because he was sick of us saying that whole narrative too. Kurt.
Yeah, but if they gonna bring him back, what are they bringing him back?
Huh?
To. If his character is set to return, then they gotta do him from birth to when he died, or he's not dead. There's the only two options.
True. So it has to be the first one because Kurt has spoken.
Unless he's a ghost following around Abel and what's the other boy's name?
Who? Thomas.
So unless he comes back as a ghost, guiding them through life, then yeah, those are the three options. Either way before he ain't dead, or he a ghost helping guiding his children. And I'm tired of that scenario. So he just been in a coma for 15 years or some shit.
Well, he wants to bring. Oh, look at Rat in the background. I forgot about Rat. I had a thing for Rat when he came on. I don't know what it was. I was like, why do I like Rat?
Girl, Rat, you need it. I'm gonna get you a man because
you know what's wrong.
You drooling over some pitiful. Just okay, girl.
Wait a minute. Wait, who? Jax ain't pitiful to drool over.
Well, Rat is.
Well, I don't drool for him like that. Not like that. No. Don't be silly. No. Okay, maybe I just showed too much love for him. No, not like that.
Okay. I thought to say, girl, look now.
No. Let's look. Let's wheel that back. Okay, y'all. Well, thank y'all for coming out and tuning in. We will see y'all tomorrow on Dina, aka Christina's channel for Baddies. Oh my goodness, I have to watch this shit tonight. I'm watching.
I gotta watch it.
I'm probably about to watch it right now. Actually, I got half a doob left, and I'm just gonna go to that because that's all I got left in me for that. KK, hey girl, hey. We just wrapping it up. Make sure you come through tomorrow on Dina's page. We doing Baddies. And I was just telling you, after we finish up with Sons of Anarchy, we're gonna do Flavor of Love. And that's gonna be fun. But we about to get up on out of here because we are an hour over and we like to stay an hour under up in here. Thanks for watching. We out this nasty.